Man, these guys talking big topics. Guys like this, allergic to small talk. What's the weather? Achoo! You see the game? Achoo! Miss me, bitch. It's big topic.
Go for it.
We're back,
We're
baby.
Back, baby.
Dude, I'm such a fucking idiot. I figured out what was going on.
What happened, dude? Oh, no.
So
You sure you want to admit this?
Yeah, I don't care. For the people at home, what was going on was I thought that at the end of part one of our Mandela Effect discussion, I thought that I broke the internet, or maybe the CIA was about to bust down my door from playing this video.
Logical explanation.
Yeah, playing this video of CERN, like some sacrifice outside of CERN. But what was happening is I think my magic mouse was slowly dying because I was able to scroll, I was able to make the mouse move around, but the clicks weren't coming through. As soon as I went to the trackpad,
boom.
I think it might have been a warning shot, dude, from the Mossad.
Like
the government.
It might have been.
Yeah.
That's why you're so damn good. You were able to figure that shit out
There
right
we go.
away.
Back in business. I just needed to not be
God, dude.
on the spot hitting option command escape over and over again. But I think the episode's saved. So
that's all that matters, man.
Yeah, fuck
watching you flail around in the beginning for a couple minutes is great. I'm talking about some theory about neurons, and I just see you staring.
I'm like, I don't know, dude. I'm like, keep going, keep it going.
I'm just like, oh my god. Anyways,
yeah. So we're talking about the Mandela Effect and the effect that Nelson Mandela has on us. Yeah.
on my
yeah. So where were we? We were talking about CERN, and I think we revealed that they're the devil, and then
big revelation.
I think we played a murder on our
we did indeed just watch a snuff film. And I think you had another clip that you wanted to share.
Hopefully it'll be as successful as last time. Let's see.
Couldn't be any couldn't be any worse, that's for sure.
Yeah, that is for damn certain. Okay, so let me pull this thing up. So the CERN, the employees that work there, they know what's going on. Like I mentioned in the last step, they've got on their website, a cheeky little thing talking about how they're not actually creating a black hole, quote unquote. We
Give me a break.
they all fucking say, dude.
That's right.
But so their employees made this video, and we both have a little bit of background in the corporate world. Can you imagine? You've seen some cheesy videos. I would assume.
I've seen some cheese, baby.
I participated in some. Snuff films. No, I'm just kidding. This is
cheesy snuff film.
Yeah, some cheesy snuff film. Just
I'm
real
killing
corny.
her now.
Yeah. Oh my god, she's
We're
dead.
gonna work as a team to kill her.
Yeah. All right. So this is a team video from the team at CERN. Couldn't tell you from when. Couldn't tell you why. But it is set to. Well, you'll see what it's set to.
Are you sharing your computer sound?
I wasn't going to, but since you asked, I'm definitely going to.
All right, let's do it, baby.
Right.
We're so on top of this shit now, dude.
And there's a little detail in here that I'm gonna want to see if you pick up on.
This is a bad start already. This opening screenshot.
Yeah, so
this is not good.
Let's see if you pick up on this little creepy detail.
Let's see it. Yikes,
dude. Like, what the fuck?
That's awful. This chick's making a black hole.
Yeah, dude. Now look at this guy here.
Oh, that's the guy making the black hole.
Yeah. All right, so you get the idea.
Yes.
Did you catch? So that guy that you said he's making the black hole, did you catch what the signs said that he was?
I did not. I was distracted by some other things in the frame there.
Like what? The mess. All right, so check this out. He's holding up a sign that says, "We are happy at CERN." He's got two signs around his neck. One says
God, dude.
Bond #1, and the other one says Mandela. So now look,
Mandela,
bro, Mandela, but it's even weirder than that. So let's see.
blowing my mind, dude.
So Bond's #1. You're like, what the fuck is he talking about? Bond #1, Sean
James
Connery,
Bond,
right?
clearly.
Yeah,
Yeah,
James
of course.
Bond, Sean Connery.
Of
No,
course.
dude. This is what I'm talking about. Google
Barry?
fucking with
There.
Google fucking with search results. So
Mhm.
you search first actor to play James Bond on Google, and you get Sean Connery. You search first actor to play James Bond on DuckDuckGo, Barry Nelson. Nelson Mandela.
Barry
that?
Bond.
Yeah, the famous baseball player. Pretty crazy, right?
Whoa. For real though, that's really interesting.
So like they know what's going on and they're playing
This-
with us, dude.
You know what's this guy's on our level.
He looks like he is.
That's what's happening here, dude.
Look.
It's
He's got
very
equations
rare.
on his shirt.
Yeah,
He's got.
I mean,
I'm making that facial expression right now.
that's my sexual facial
Yeah.
expression.
Yeah. He's got a puzzle piece on his wall. I mean,
Yeah, dude.
he's got a
He's on
stack of
top of shit.
papers about 3 feet high on the windowsill. He's got his phone on top of papers. This guy is doing some fucking research, dude. This looks like me when I was pulling up clips for the show.
I was just gonna say, he actually looks like exactly like you.
Yeah,
I know the
agree.
folks at home don't know what we actually look like, but
yeah,
if you want some sort of reference, this guy looks very similar to you.
yeah, it's just pretty much exactly, dude.
It's very close. It's alarmingly close.
Yeah, like I'm almost wondering if this is an alternate reality version of me. He might have fucked around and made like some. He might be one of those sick fucks that just wanted to make a black hole just to see if he could create another version of himself to catch himself.
Just to duplicate himself.
Yeah, that's
to get even more pussy.
Yeah, to get even more pussy and start a podcast figuring him out.
Exactly,
one day we're gonna meet.
dude.
It's gonna be sick. But yeah, that's the other
Unreal.
which a lot of shit going on at CERN, right?
Dude, unreal. And I know that it was a topic that you actually added to the list as a separate episode. And I mean, that certainly warrants some additional airtime. That's for sure.
I agree. I'm kind of blowing my load on it right now. I've got
You did blow your load.
Yeah,
I'm fucking swimming and come over here.
Yeah, dude, I blew my load when I saw your background of Nelson Mandela.
That's the effect that he has.
Yeah.
So the big one that I teased for the next episode pales in comparison to what you've just shared.
Well, maybe we'll see.
But it is pretty interesting. All right. So
let
me tee this up. I'll tee it up on while I explain it. See if I can multitask here. This is
I'm searching for clues in everything you say. I'm like, tee this up. Is this a golf thing? Is it a
you might be onto something there.
Let's see here.
Okay. All right. No, I'm just
You're like Tiger Woods was actually white. Do you remember him as being black?
All right. Let me make sure I've got this teed up here.
Okay, tee it up.
T. No, that has nothing to do with it.
Okay.
All right. Sharing my screen. Host disabled. Participant screen sharing.
Hey, you know what? I did the other one in advance, but I was so flustered.
I know you did.
There you go, buddy.
I kind of like that. That happens every time. It's like
I do too.
Yeah,
there's probably a default
kinda
setting
fun.
we can fuck with. We'll get there. You know,
sure. We'll get there, dude.
You guys are here for the early days, baby.
Yeah, in early. All right. So let's see here. So let's say, 10 years ago. Can you see my screen, by the way?
I can. I see a lot of equations, a lot of
I mean,
text.
that's typically what I have.
Yeah.
You know me. I'm always kind of crunching numbers.
Calculating.
Yeah. But computing, okay, so let's say you go to, I don't know, nasa.gov. You're wondering where is our solar system in the Milky Way galaxy. So you go to nasa.gov and you see here. Yeah. And it says here, it lies about 8 kpc, and the folks at kiloparsecs, obviously, from the center on what is known as the Sagittarius arm of the Milky Way.
Okay.
Totally harmless, right?
Yeah.
Let's say
we all know that. Just so we're
obviously, it's just you're confirming.
Yeah.
But obviously, 10 years later, you think, oh, great website, nasa.gov. I was gonna say, dude, just like
the UI on this website, it looks fucking sick. It's just a gorgeous site.
It is. It's state of the art. It's state of
These
the
are the
art.
people that are going to space.
You got that right. Yeah, man. It's our best people we're sending out there. So
Mhm.
you say 10 years later, you're like, I know it's Sagittarius, but I just want to confirm. You go to the same website and you see here, it lies about 8 kiloparsecs from the center on what is known as the Orion arm of the Milky Way.
Ooh.
That's what it currently says. 10 years ago, we were on the Sagittarius arm of the Milky Way. This is great residue evidence right here.
That is
There's
residue.
actually the Wayback Machine takes you to nasa.gov 10 years ago. And exactly. And so the solar system was in a different place in the Milky Way galaxy.
Hey, NASA.
NASA.gov got it wrong? I don't know.
I think somebody needs to tell NASA that the internet is forever, dude. You can't just say Sagittarius.
You can't pull that
and then give me fucking Orion. Not with us,
nah.
dude. They
No
call
one's
us
safe
the
anymore.
sleuthing snipers, dude, of Big Topic.
People keep saying that, and I don't know where it came from, but whoever came up with sleuthing snipers,
I know, dude, it's so
kudos
good.
to you, man, because everyone's been on top of that.
I know. It's the hashtag. It's taken over.
It's the big hashtag.
It's just, we got shirts, we got hats, they're sold out. It's a whole thing.
Yeah, good luck fucking getting your hands on something like that.
They can be on Grailed in a little bit for $150.
You got that right. Is that where you get Supreme merchandise?
Yeah,
like
I think Grailed or Depop. There's all those, you know, hype beast clothes type things. I think there's just all kinds of shit you can get. Yeah.
By the way, for the folks at home, I know we kind of referenced our looks. We are both decked out in hype beast gear.
Oh my god, dude! Yeah,
I gotta admit, I don't even really know what hype beast is. I imagine it's like
I don't really either.
like a fluorescent, like a neon green, like Mr. Beast t-shirt or something.
Yeah, dude. I feel like my references are like super outdated. Like I'd be saying stuff like I'm referencing things from like 2008, just things that like Cobra Starship would be wearing.
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah, exactly. Super hip shit. That was like 20 years ago now.
I know that cool shit that everyone still likes to wear and like sells on Depop and Grailed.
Hell yeah, dude.
Let's see. What else you got? Anything else on any other theories? Any more on CERN? Anything else?
I had one other one. It's kind of odd. It was like a personal. Oh no, I've got two more.
Okay.
One that hit me pretty well or pretty hard, however you want to put it, was the JFK car, where in which he was murdered. In the Zapruder film, you can see sitting in the back of the car, and I watched that film so many times when I was young. I was like, I'm gonna figure this shit out. I'm gonna be the one that sees what happens.
Do you have it handy?
I don't have it handy. I was bad on media share today. I apologize.
We can't
add it in post.
Yeah, we do a murder on each episode.
I was just gonna say we gotta add another snuff film here.
Yeah.
So for those that are not familiar, the Zapruder film is I think it's the only footage outside of the Babushka lady, who might have other footage, but that's a different episode.
Right.
The Zapruder film is footage of the car that JFK is in, and he gets shot in the head, and it's pretty gnarly. It's all stabilized now, so you can actually see things pretty well. It's pretty wild. But
nice.
It was a 6-seat car instead of a 4-seat. Did you know that?
No.
I thought that the magic bullet hit him and then bounced right up to the front. Apparently there was another row of seats in between them and the front seat. Isn't that wild?
That is weird.
Yeah.
You'd think, It's almost
that one. That's
more digging to do.
There's something going on there, dude. That's for another day, though, folks. Chill out. Don't get all excited. That's gonna be a different episode, dude.
Yeah.
But that was one, and then the other one was kind of like a weird. I don't even know if this falls into the category, but just this topic made me think of it because it drove me nuts for a long time. There was a kid in my neighborhood. I almost said his name, but I don't know if that's good to do. But he convinced. He was like, okay, his name was Rick, all right?
Yeah.
And so he was telling everybody in the neighborhood, and he had a tendency to lie sometimes, but he told
Stevenson.
Us, right, exactly, that's exactly who it was. But he told us one day, and it drove me nuts because I always like watch for it and search for it. That there was a Beavis and Butthead episode where like Beavis was sick, so they one of them was sick, so they replaced him for one episode with a guy named Boner.
Butthead and boner.
Yeah, exactly.
Boner and butthead.
And we just like ate it up, and we were like, "Yeah, dude, like really?" And he was like, "Yeah, man, I swear, I was homesick from school one day, and I saw it." But
He was just having a fever dream. He was like, I was sick, Beavis was sick, like everyone was sick except for Boner. How old were you at the time?
So I was probably like 8.
Oh, so that was pre-boner. So he wouldn't have actually had a boner. So he couldn't have confused his penis for an extra character.
Yeah, he's just looking at the screen and like
he's like, yeah, like you can actually do it yourself whenever you want. Just replace Beavis with Boner.
You can actually replace either one.
Yeah. Quite frankly, you can replace anyone you want on TV.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. That reminds me a lot of do you remember, I don't know if this was I think this is a universal thing. Did you play Mortal Kombat when you were little?
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Do you remember Tales of the Sonya Naked Code?
Oh, it did. Yes. All those rumors were great. Yeah.
Yeah. And I just remember thinking everyone's cousin had done it, or like everyone's cousin's friend had done it. Oh my God. Sonya was so hot. She was like, what was that? 16-bit?
Dude. Oh, dude. It was enough bits to get
every bit of it, baby. Like, holy shit.
I loved every bit of it, man. Oh, it was great. You know, who played, wasn't Veronica Vaughn Sonya in the Mortal Kombat movie?
Bridget Nielsen, is that her name?
I think it's Bridget something. Bridget Nielsen is
that's like Flavor Flav's
not her. That's Flavor Flav's.
Yeah. Never mind.
I think Sonya in Mortal Kombat. What would you call that? Live action?
Yeah. Bridget Nielsen.
Yeah, there she is. Dude, she is fine.
That Veronica Vaughn.
Yeah, dude. What the fuck is her name? It doesn't say.
You
know I'm talking about though. Oh, it's Bridget Wilson.
Bridget Wilson Nilsson.
Yeah, same thing, dude.
She spells Bridget kind of fucked up too, right?
She does. There's all sorts of nonsense going on there.
Bridget Wilson.
Bridget, yeah.
Dude, this might be a little Mandela effect. She's not really doing it for me,
Oh, is that right? Hey, let me share my screen here. Let me get something in front of you here. This scene here from Billy Madison.
Never mind. Yeah. Pivotal.
That was like one of the all-time disappointments. I remember the first time I saw Billy Madison. I was at my friend's, another kid in the neighborhood, and he had like a box. Do you remember people having a black box where like you could see HBO, had Spice Channel, had everything on it? Holy grail, dude. And so like I'm sitting there watching this movie at his place. I fully expected to see everything during that scene. So again, for the folks at home, sorry. There was a scene in Billy Madison where the beautiful, stunning Veronica Vaughn, is that her name?
Yeah, Veronica Vaughn. Bridget Wilson.
What was the water boy? Was the Vicky Vaughn or Vicky? I don't know. Anyways,
Adam Sandler, he didn't reinvent the wheel too many times.
No,
just
he didn't.
Like Veronica.
But Bridget Wilson is doing like a strip game where like if he gets an answer right, she strips.
Oh, it's so
and
hot.
Then oh my God. And I like I said, I fully expected to like just see full on like penetration, everything. I was ready to go.
Dude, you see how there's that poster of Albert Einstein back there?
Yeah.
I don't, this might be another Mandela Effect thing, but like I swear to God, when I remember seeing that, it was actually a poster of a boner, and it was just her and a boner.
It was Albert Einstein writing on a boner with a piece of chalk.
Yeah, pretty much. Veronica Vaughn, dude, holy cow, she was hot. Then later in the movie, Chris Farley does the little strip tease for during the
hell yeah. It was a great film.
All right, people. As a kid, Farley. Yeah,
we should. I love Farley. He was great.
I loved all the Farley, Adam Sandler movies, all the Mandela Effect movies.
Anyways, Mortal Kombat Naked Code. There was a code for The Sims that actually ended up working. The nude code. Do you remember that for The Sims?
I don't. Was that like The Sims 3 or what era of The Sims?
It was like. It might have been like the first The Sims, because there was SimCity on Super Nintendo and all that, and then The Sims came out for the computer.
What a sadistic fucking game for, I guess, for certain people.
Dude,
but everyone,
that game's insane.
Yeah.
It's wild.
It's like, well, let me just put a fence around this person and make them piss themselves until they die.
Yeah, dude, I feel like I saw a thread online years ago about some guy who was just like systematically torturing and killing everybody in The Sims. Did you read about that?
No.
There's some guy just like living out his like dark fantasy. He would like trap people in like a house of horrors and then like burn them to death and stuff. It's really, really dark.
I thought that's what everyone was doing on The Sims. Do you mean do you mean he was like creating people that like avatars that looked like people he knew?
Yeah, I think
and
so.
Like,
Yeah, I think so.
Okay,
Yeah,
I see what you're saying. Yeah, that is fucking weird. That is bizarre. Not just random senseless killing,
right?
But you know, making it specific. That's
that's a little worse. But yeah, no, those rumors that went around were great, man. And
so good.
and I think it's just kids lying at the end of the day and getting excited about it and wanting to share and wanting other kids to be like, whoa, really?
Yeah,
you know, it's just like a way to get attention.
Rick said you can see Sonia's boobs.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Rick was fucking lying to us left and right, man. You know what? When Rick first moved into the neighborhood, he had everybody convinced that he had every single game for Super Nintendo.
How many games did he get?
I don't know, dude. That's what he said. But then whenever we would be like, "Oh, do you have this game?" and he'd be like, "Oh," because they had just moved. He'd be like, "Oh, we had to like pack it back up. It's in one of the boxes in the garage." Of
course, yeah.
We were on to Rick though pretty quick. Dude.
Yeah, Rick's full of shit. He's like,
we figured him out.
I remember also people like claiming to have like the Japanese version of games.
Oh yeah,
that was a big thing back, you know, in youth. Let's see, Mandela.
I got nothing else on Mandela. I've covered all my notes. Residue.
I've got something small. You know,
let's hear it.
It's either small or maybe it's the biggest thing we've talked about.
Oh my god, are you gonna do this to me again?
I don't know. I got
blow my mind again. Let's hear it.
I got a clip of this guy, Geordie Rose. He founded D-Wave, which was the world's first quantum computing company. He founded Kindred, which was
you're
the world's
explaining
first...
it to the people.
Yeah. You this is background for you, of course. He created the world's first robotics company to use reinforcement learning in a production environment. His clients include Google, NASA, Lockheed Martin, all that shit. So he gave this speech in 2015, and I'll play the clip. It's basically he's talking about potential implications of quantum computation and the implications of parallel universes. Let me pull this up here.
Sure. By the way, the Wayback Machine that I just pulled up was from 2015. So that's all.
There are an enormous number, mind-bogglingly large number of parallel realities, as real as this one, that have different consistent histories. So imagine a world where all of the laws of physics as we know them are obeyed, but different decisions were made along the way. Different decisions at the level of tiny microscopic particles, different decisions all the way up to what you chose to eat for lunch and whether you chose to come to the session or not. Quantum mechanics makes a very specific prediction that all of those are as real as the thing that you remember. And this is bizarre because we don't see those other things. But science has reached the point now where we can build machines that exploit those other worlds. And quantum computers are perhaps the most exciting of all of these that we have within, or almost within, our grasp right now.
Interesting. So is this kind of like referring to superpositions where particles can be in two positions at the same time?
I don't know. I mean, I think like I think it's referring to the like the infinite possibilities, kind of like the multiverse thing. Like there exists, I think it's talking about to what you're saying too, but there exists a reality in which you have made one decision and that is what you are observing. But just as real as that is the reality if you had not made that decision, but like you're not observing that. And so they're learning ways to exploit that. I mean, I'm trying to dumb it down for the people at home. I'm just like,
yeah, I know.
I'm writing
like, I get
in my
it,
head,
but...
and I'm trying to write in regular letters. You know what I mean? It's tough, but
totally. My wheels are spinning over here trying to figure out a way to dumb it down for the people, because
I know
to me it's crystal clear. But
it's not like I just heard this for the first time today and I'm trying to kind of make sense of it now.
That's what we do on The Big Topic, baby.
Yeah.
We do one day of research.
Yeah, research.
And comb a huge swath of information and topics and everything.
Yeah.
And then we boil it down and try to explain it after having seen it one time earlier that day.
Yep. which is
That's
fun.
just what we do.
It's kind of the premise.
That's what people learn, dude. That's what people are going to tune into the show and just come out thinking they've learned something, and then realize later down the line that we just completely, fucked up almost every fact that we bring up on the show.
We're just gonna create a bunch of other fucking assholes like ourselves. That, like, I don't think from now on, when I go to parties, probably it'll be one of those things where someone's talking about like some random shit, and I'll just come in with, they actually snuffed a guy in front of CERN. She looked like a virgin. It was actually a woman, not a guy, but yeah, we watched. I feel like I have all these weird half facts that I'm going to be able to share.
Oh, dude, the library of half facts is growing exponentially, and it started with the royalty thing that we kind of cited earlier, where it was like we covered this huge topic with very, very little research and presented it to the people. And if people ever hear that episode, it's going to blow people's minds. I don't know if they're ever going to hear it, though.
Let's just say we figured it out. All right. We figured out the bloodline. We figured out where it started, where it ended, and who took over.
That's right. And that's very, very sensitive information that we can't just release willy-nilly. That's why we're sitting on it. We're sitting on it.
We're talking to legal. We're gonna figure it all out. We're talking to our team.
Team's working on it.
Management's
been up my ass about it,
dude. Management's been in and out of my ass about it, dude. It just won't stop.
So I think that'll do it for me for the Mandela Effect. I didn't think we'd hit part 2, but we went deep into part 2.
We had to, dude.
Had to. There's a lot there, man.
There's a lot. I mean, there's probably even more. So maybe
part 3.
Part 3, yeah.
Sounds good. All right. Adios.
Goodbye.